just in, the U.S. is giving Mexico $1.5 billion to beef up Mexico's drug enforcement efforts. And at a time when border states are struggling themselves to protect American citizens, is a foreign grant the best use of our federal funds? Just in the debate is former Immigration Reform Caucus Chair Tom Tancredo and Republican Congressman, of course, from Colorado, and radio talk show host Armstrong Williams. Now, Congressman Tancredo, when I think of border enforcement and tough on the border, I think of you, number one. And
Good.
number two, I thought about you when I saw John McCain down in Mexico today and, you know, crying, and I was crying about it because I was like, why are you in Mexico? And Barack Obama's talking to veterans. But what's this Merida initiative, and how much should Americans be concerned about the dollars going to Mexico? Couldn't it help us keep drugs off the street here?
I'll tell you, the Merida initiative, or however you want to pronounce it, is, I think, something that we should be concerned about. I voted against it. I should get that out straight. I voted against it. And here's why. Because there's absolutely no guarantee going in that that money is going to be used in the way we would like it to be used. Because, Laura, I think at the beginning, in your monologue, you said something about integrity or logic doesn't stop at the border. Well, I guarantee you, corruption doesn't either. And the situation in Mexico is so bad, the corruption is so great, that you cannot be sure. You can almost be sure that the money will be used wrong. It will get into the wrong hands. 60% of the towns in Mexico, according to an official with their Department of Justice, 60% of the towns in Mexico are under control of the drug cartels. How in the world can we expect our money to be used correctly and not fall into the hands of the drug runners, which is exactly what has happened up to this point in time with other initiatives we've had with Mexico? We trained, don't forget, we trained the people who are now called the Zetas. They were trained with American dollars, and now they are the enforcers for one of the biggest cartels in Mexico.
Oh, we have this quote from the Sheriff Armstrong, and check this out. He's talking about the Merida initiative, the money going to Mexico. And he says it's really disappointing and disheartening because Washington seems totally oblivious to what we're facing on the Mexican border. If they allocate resources and money to Mexico, they should also consider protecting our side of the border first. There's a lot of frustration out there among these border sheriffs and all these people who are facing this day in and day out. And they're like, wait, show us the money first.
You know, it sort of reminds you of our first couple of months in Iraq when billions of dollars went missing, got into the wrong hands. People see this as an opportunity to fleece America, take advantage of America. Whether it works or not remains to be seen. It's just another boondoggle for the drug cartel to steal the money, rob Americans, and still the problem will not change. I just, you know, it's desperate, and especially in an economy like this, for us authorizing the billions of dollars that go to this country. In fact, they should be paying for it. We should take care of our side of the issue, and they should take care of their own.
Well, sovereignty used to mean something. I got to switch gears for a second. We have to talk about what happened in Colorado this week with this national anthem that was sung at this State of the City speech. The mayor was giving a State of the City speech in Colorado. A woman was supposed to get up to sing the Star-Spangled Banner. And to Congressman Tancredo, what happened?
Well, instead of singing the Star-Spangled Banner, she sang the Black National Anthem. Everyone was taken aback. The mayor, not terribly. He said that he was a little confused by it, but that was about it. A lot of other people were really not just confused, they were torqued about it. They were furious about it. As well they should be. This is just a way to spit in your eye. And it's another example. Here's I think the greatest thing that it shows us is not just that this lady chose to do something like that of her own accord and sort of you know, say, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I want to sing instead of the national anthem. It's really an example of this cult of multiculturalism that permeates our society, and that's an example of it, but it's going to be a lot worse as we go along. I guarantee you this is a very bad sort of omen.
Let's listen to it, Armstrong, and I'm going to have you react. Now, let's listen to the alternative version of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with a harmony of liberty.
Lift every voice and sing. What's wrong with this? Isn't this just creative freedom and artistic freedom? And the mayor essentially said that. He said, I've met a lot of creative people, and they are kind of independent spirits.
Well, they should have turned the mic off because first off, she can't sing. That's the first problem.
She is not the best singer
also,
I've ever heard.
it's an honest system. They tell her exactly what they wanted her to do. She gave them her word that she would do it. She only informed the piano player and her best friend what she would do. It was a total violation. They should have turned the mic off. Someone should have drowned it out, and everybody in the audience should have started singing our national anthem. That's what we would have done.
You know what I would have liked? I would like the mayor to just walk up and say, "Thank you very much. We appreciate it. I'm going to lead everybody in the Star Spangled Banner."
To teach her a lesson, anybody else may try to pull that nonsense.
Well, I think it's sad that
did you see the person?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Did you see that person? There was one person there next to her that was actually had his hand over his heart. Maybe he didn't know the difference. There are people out there, I'm afraid to say.
No, that was a state of. He was having a heart attack. That's what it was.
Yeah, Armstrong says he was grabbing his heart, Congressman. He was grabbing his heart, saying this is awful.
He was shocked.
Well, this is political correctness and multiculturalism gone totally nuts. And we should all be able to, especially as we approach Independence Day, rally around our flag, our country, our history, and this great anthem of ours. And Armstrong, thank you for being here. And Congressman Tancredo, always great to see you. And up next, California.